Before I say very much, let me apologize for not being able to speak in your beautiful language. I imagine that, like everywhere else, there are many parents and guardians here who have worked extra hard and tightened their own belts so that their sons and daughters could get education in this prestigious university. Interestingly, it's not just the graduating class who are entering the new world. We all are. Consider what's happening here. I was born and raised in India. I studied electrical engineering in India, then worked for IBM in India. Later, I went to the United States to do my postgraduate work in electrical engineering, and after my graduation, I worked in computer industry. Later on, I started wondering why the country of my birth was so poor, and decided to go back to school to study economics, also in the United States. India is, of course, far poorer than Peru. Its per capita income is 1/3 that of Peru. Yet some things are the same. It's a highly inegalitarian, multi-ethnic country with a large segment of its population de-linked from the formal economy. In India, the incomes grew rapidly for those with quality university education, raising their income levels almost to the European levels, while a large segment of the population remained stranded at very low levels. It was almost as if just a small segment of the population got to partake the gain from globalization. The main reason for this is that the poor have no access to quality education or healthcare. The formal economy has little use for people with very low human capital. In fact, after 30 years of growth, the economy is now experiencing serious difficulties as it's falling short of skilled manpower, while a vast majority of the country remains uneducated and unskilled. If we probe further as why this is the case, we get the answer that the elite who dominate the policy making have little interest in improving the quality of public goods or expanding its access for the vast majority. This weakens the society as a whole and creates conditions for widespread dissatisfaction and even social strife. It's important to recognize, first of all, that one source of power the elite have is their sole access to information. If ordinary people can have the same information, the hold of the elite is weakened. Having long struggled against the historically inherited inequality and extractive institutions run by the elite, for the elite, you can say that time has come to welcome the dawn of a brighter future. In fact, you will be the new elite of Peru. And elites have responsibilities. You're probably surprised at my calling you elites when many of you think of yourselves as just middle class. But in countries like India and Peru, a very small percentage of people get university degrees. And they go on to occupy important positions in the government, in business, in media. And they are, of course, also the intelligentsia. They are influential in shaping the destiny of nation. Yes, you will be the elite of the Peru of tomorrow. Individuals adept at solving practical problems in their work situations feel nonplussed when they face the meaning questions. This is when they look at their role models or heroes for inspiration. I'm sure that if you look around, you will find many such role models. At a somewhat grander level, you have Gaston Acurio and Rafael Estartus, for instance. Consider the mind-boggling achievements of Rafael Estartus, who set up a university in the middle of a desert and made the desert bloom. Professor Estartus taught a generation of students not only to become good engineers, but also influence them to be good human beings. With such role models, you cannot go wrong. What is common across these people? They are not saints. They are not born with supernatural talents. In fact, they are fallibly human. They don't always succeed. When they fail, they get up and start again. They look at life with eyes wide open and chart their own course. It is their passion for life that defines them. They care deeply for something other than themselves. Even the dreams they dream have something other than just their own glory, and they strive to make their dreams come true. Their lives flow like mountain springs and never become stagnant pools. They search for the meaning of life in their own actions and nowhere else. Their lives, though full of adversity, are meaningful and therefore successful. It is also a recipe for happiness. I hope that your lives will be like theirs, meaningful and therefore successful and happy. And I wish you best of luck and Viva Peru.